A woman opens a large safe and removes a box of documents from a shelf inside. Alyssa Pacy, 06MS, 07MA archivist, Cambridge Public Library.
I'm Alyssa Pacy, and I'm the archivist at the Cambridge Public Library. And my job is to collect, preserve, describe, and make available records of enduring value that document the history of Cambridge.
She picks up an antique book and places it on a scanner.
So I'd worked in special collections, I'd worked in academic environment and academic archives. And I wanted to see what it would be like in a public library setting, to see how I could curate a collection that reflected the community that I was serving in a larger sense.
She walks into a library room and sits at a computer desk.
Even though the collection's 130 years old, I'm the first archivist overseeing it. As you can imagine, there are huge gaps in the collection. So what was here when I got here primarily documents 19th century Harvard-educated men.
She reviews archival newspapers on the screen. She carries a box of documents to a table and flips through its contents.
I was really excited to be able to go out into the community and start to bring in collections from organizations and families and businesses that represent the diversity of the city. And primarily, I've been collecting and studying and making available the history of Cambridge's African-American community.
She holds yellowed photos.
Cambridge has a rich history and a varied history, and I really enjoyed being able to fill in the collection with activists, feminists, the African-American community, the Latinx community.
She opens a box containing an old photo album.
I think the most crucial role of a public library or an archives in a public library is that anybody can come in and view their own history here and what that means. Studying history in the Simmons program, we looked at everything through the lens of race, gender, and class.
She places framed historical photos on a shelf.
And once you start viewing the world in those three ways, it just changes how you see everything. It was really formative and important, and obviously set my career path and confidence, and gave me the skills and the room to find my voice and discover what I really wanted to do.
She flips through large books of maps. Text, Simmons University, Boston, Massachusetts, 1899. Tree symbol,